It's week 6 of the 2024 season, and all eyes are on Drake May. He's not afraid to throw it, second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go. It's the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his second year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw, and that's Collins. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. gain of 7 and a first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike. Touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here.
And he's in! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Marcus Jones now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the 3rd pick in this past year's draft.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the back. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the man side from Washington, it's Antonio Gibson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. He's been solid here in the early part of the season, up amongst the NFL's leaders in passing yardage. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. To throw is Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he'll get this up to the 44. Robert Spillane spills him there. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw, Stroud. Got his man, it's Kirk. And he's gonna get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. To throw, it's Stroud. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, fourth down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. That'll be complete to Gibson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, Gibson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. A tackle there by Will Anderson. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This has the makings of a really good young tandem in New England. I mean, May, the rookie quarterback, first-round pick. Douglas, only in his 2nd year, Mike. So the Patriots' hopes are high that these two can not only grow together, but they can continue to fit in some pieces around them and really try to improve this offense.
May now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw again is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then they say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Off the play fake, it's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
May to throw on 2nd down. Open man there, it is Bourne. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. To throw is May. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And another nice run here by Ramondre Stevenson. He's gotten off to a fast start, and I think coming into the season, there was some uncertainty about this Patriots offense, both at the quarterback position and just pretty much everywhere. But he has done a nice job being a reliable runner for this Patriots offense, especially early this season.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw now, May. He's got Douglas going deep. That's caught! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just...
And he's in! Hunter Henry! Touchdown, New England!
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Stroud. To the left side and caught by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The next drive about to start as we take a look ahead to what's coming up the next couple of nights. Starting tonight, Sunday Night Football, it's the Bengals and Giants at MetLife Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. Quick turnaround for the stadium crew. The Bills and the Jets also at MetLife. Kickoff there, 8:15 from Jersey. To throw on first down is May. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. That's caught by Bourne. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. He's got his big tight end, Henry. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
May to throw again. Has completed to Douglas. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. May to the air once more. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Patriots are on top. It's 14-10. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Cooper Kupp, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is May. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got his man. It's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Danielle Hunter with the stop. 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Stroud to throw here on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the ground, it's Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. A tough spot here. Third and long. Now, Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, May. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. May going to look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. To throw now, May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Throwing now is May. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Throwing on third down is May. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This guy's really in a zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the second half, the offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks him and how we block him, because right now, one-on-one, he's just not getting the job done.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Stroud to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here's May. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. Now he'll run. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Mixon. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
At this point in the game, every point matters. And now after that 3rd down sack, if they can force a field goal attempt, there's a big difference giving up 3 versus what a little while ago looked like an inevitable 6.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, New England.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Miles Bryant. And the Texans are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. To throw, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. To throw is May. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them and you're able to extend that lead.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. To throw on first down is May. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, New England. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Pats will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a 1st down for Houston.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. That's to the sideline, pulled in by Diggs. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's May again. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly, stop the clock. To throw again is May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. May to throw again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Texans offense ready to get back to work. And they'll have a chance to put this one to bed. They begin 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.